Greetings, everyone, and welcome back to Silver Dad Knows. So, as you can see, I laid out some of my favorite coins, but these are actually coins that have already been sold. I'm going to be delivering them tomorrow. So, right here, 1971 Dwight D. Eisenhower. Right now, it's like you cannot find them. They are just so rare. And if you do find them, they are worth quite a bit when it comes to premiums. I've seen them go all the way up to 70, 80 bucks. Of course, the gentleman that I sold them to, he's a very loyal customer of mine, so I gave him very aggressive pricing. And aside from these 1971 Dwight D. Eisenhowers, selling him 5 of them, and I think I've already sold him another 15 or 20 of them. I'm also selling him one of my best Mercury dimes. I have 2 of them right now, and these are from 1916. Very, very rare, and this is for sure the nicest one I've ever had. 1916 in this condition. He's getting a gravy deal, but again, he's a loyal customer of mine. He buys consistently, very frequently. He's buying every month. Very aggressive stacker. He has the money, God bless him. And he's buying the best coins, and this is one of them. He bought this one. Of course, here's another 1916, also in phenomenal condition. A coin like this, I could easily sell for 30, 40 bucks each. And some collectors would even pay more because they want to get their hands on something like that. But guys, this is real money. This is not fake money, and this is not a fake asset. And, in a world full of fake teachers, this is not an asset that is taught. Why doesn't our school system teach about money? Why are teachers more fascinated with their students' pronouns rather than their students' livelihood and making it in the real world? Is it because the system wants us to be financially ignorant and thus oppressed? We all use money, yet nobody teaches us about it. When poor dad's son got back from Vietnam in 1973, poor dad told his son to go back to school, to get his master's and to get his PhD. Being a career professor, poor dad had lost everything, with no paycheck and no pension, yet was telling his son to follow the same path. Americans live in a fishbowl. Everybody sees in, but for some reason, Americans can't see out. And everybody can do something to better their life. Unfortunately, they won't, and that's the problem. There's plenty of money to grow exponentially in silver, in real estate, in crypto. But are you going to buy any? Most people won't act. And finally, when they're 50, 60 years old, will they finally look back and ask, where did I go wrong? People are bragging that the stock market is at an all-time high, but are forgetting that so is the debt. And that really is the biggest reason, guys, why I got into the silver game about 5 years ago. As I said, I started just 1 mere ounce every month. Nothing crazy. Back then I was getting it for under $30 an ounce. You can't do that anymore. But every month, 27, 28 bucks. And I would buy myself American Eagles. I would go to coin shops locally. I would get them always from the best sources. But from then to now, which has only been 5 years, the silver market has drastically changed. And those holding silver, those who know what they're doing with their silver, it's sky's the limit. It really is, and it shocks me how many people are buying into it. But it's because people aren't stupid. They're not stupid. They know. Most people, I'm going to say most people, unfortunately, they are ignorant. But there's people out there who aren't stupid, and they know that silver is a phenomenal asset to hold. It's actual wealth. You understand? And it's like you have real assets, you have fake assets. Most Americans, they have fake assets. What's a fake asset? Well, one thing, not owning your own home. You know, that's a liability. Unless you own your home, it's always going to be a liability. That is not an asset. And even then, when you do own your own, when you do own your home, many will argue that it's a liability. I won't say that though, because when you have a lot of liquidity, you take out of a home, you have 100, 200, 300, 400 grand. That's definitely an asset because it's liquidity, and you can do a lot of things with that much money, and there's so much leverage with that much money. But it's like if you have $5,000 to $10,000 of silver laying around, that's an asset. If you have a gun that still works, you have bullets that can be fired, that's an asset. And just for obvious reasons, that's an asset. So see, he bought these 1971 Dwight D. Eisenhower for me, these 1916 Mercury dimes, and then I also sold him 8 Mercury dimes, but these are all from the 40s. I believe they're ranging from like 1941 to 1944. But all my coins are encapsulated. I see guys who are saying, "Oh, don't waste your money encapsulating coins." I really think you should be, especially if you want to keep them in the conditions that they are, because the more they're rubbing up against each other, the more they're losing, the quality. And of course, it's like, yes, these are going to be worn. They're almost a century old, but you want them to be in the best condition as possible. So buy these capsules. They're very, very affordable. And when I say affordable, you can buy 50 of them, big ones and small ones, for 12, 15 bucks. So again, extremely affordable. And whether you're doing what I'm doing, stacking and selling as you go, even if you're just stacking, encapsulate all your coins. Coins that I'm really not encapsulating right now are like these right here. These are the 1964 Kennedy half dollars. These ones, yeah, I'm just not. I'm not encapsulating them, mainly because they're a bit newer. But I need to find some sort of capsule because I have been tempted to encapsulate them. It definitely wouldn't hurt. But yeah, guys, my silver journey has been amazing thus far. Every year, every month, it's getting better and better at an accelerating pace, and it's something that I highly recommend. I've seen growth in my dividends, of course. I've seen growth in my crypto portfolio, but it's the silver that has shocked me. And originally, I got into it, as a hobby. I had a lot of people tell me, "Oh no, it's not an investment. It's not an investment," and those same people, I've explained to them that this prints money. Why would you not be holding silver? Nobody wants to ever believe that there's a crisis, but if there was a crisis, solar flare, which people have been warning about for decades, solar flare, or whether it be one of these cyber attacks where everything shuts off, our cell phones, our cars, maybe not our cars because of gasoline, but everything that's mainly tied to electricity, such as our cell phones, the lights in our homes, the televisions, stuff like that. Everything goes out. The currencies goes out. You can't go and buy anything with the card anymore. People are going to want to barter. Hey, do you have cash on you? Physical cash on you? You have silver, even better, because the paper, people don't want that. It's devaluing, and the writing's already on the wall. It's out in the open at this point, where not only is the majority of the world aware that America conned them with the petrodollar, but Americans themselves are coming more and more to this conclusion, which is why people are stacking like never before, including myself. And I try to make the most strategic moves as possible. Of course, I am seeking to build wealth. I am seeking to have wealth. And that's why I'm in the crypto game. That's why I work very hard, of course, in my career. That's why I have real estate now. But above all, that's why I own silver. And I always want to have silver. You're not going to tell me, "Oh, sell all your silver. You can buy a Rolex." Oh my gosh, why won't you sell your silver? There's 5-10 grand for you. No, I don't need it. And that's how it should be for everybody. That is what sets you up to have leverage and to have endless opportunity in moving and progressing financially. So, folks, thank you so much for joining me for another evening of Silver Dad Knows. Check out my description. You'll see all of my my coins on my eBay account, Silver Dad Knows. Just hit me up, and as I say every video, you're one of my viewers, you're one of my friends. I'll hook you up at cost. Guys, these shows are always live. There's no edits. Right after this recording, I am going to release this, so you're always getting my genuine self. Forgive me if I stutter at times, but this is as real as it gets. God bless you, and God bless America.